Let me ask you something. What would you do if you gave a company 20 years of your life, and one morning, they told you not to come back? No warning. No proper explanation. Just done. That's exactly what happened to Stanley Roberts, a longtime employee at a manufacturing company in California. Stanley wasn't flashy. He wasn't chasing promotions or viral success. He showed up every day, did his job, trained new employees, and stayed loyal. 20 years straight. Same company. Same routine. Then one year, new management took over. And almost immediately, things changed. Suddenly, Stanley started getting written up for things he'd never been warned about before. Small mistakes. Tiny issues. Things other employees did every day without consequences. At first, he brushed it off. He thought, maybe they're just restructuring. Then younger employees started getting promoted over him. People he had trained. People with half his experience. A few months later, Stanley was called into a meeting. A manager he barely knew. A short conversation. They told him his position was being eliminated, just like that. No retirement package. No real severance. No apology. At 58 years old, Stanley walked out with a box of his belongings and a knot in his chest. Bills still existed. Rent didn't care. Life didn't pause. For months, he struggled to find work. Interviews were awkward. People smiled politely but never called back. Then one day, a former coworker pulled him aside and said something that changed everything. "You should talk to a lawyer." Stanley hesitated. He wasn't the lawsuit type, he didn't want trouble. He just wanted his job back, or at least peace. But he went anyway. The lawyer reviewed his employment history. The sudden write-ups. The age pattern in recent layoffs. And then the lawyer said something Stanley didn't expect. You weren't laid off, you were pushed out. The company had been quietly replacing older employees with younger, lower-paid workers. And Stanley wasn't the only one. The case took time. Depositions. Emails. Internal documents. Things the company never expected to surface. Eventually, they didn't want a trial. Too risky. Too public. So they settled. When Stanley's lawyer called him, Stanley thought it would be a small payout. Enough to cover legal fees maybe. Instead, the number made him silent. $2.2 million. That was the settlement. After taxes and fees, it still completely changed his life. Stanley paid off his mortgage. Cleared every debt. Helped his kids. And for the first time since getting fired, he slept peacefully. No revenge. No headlines. Just justice. And while you're listening, hit subscribe, tap like, and leave a comment. It helps keep real stories like this alive. Because here's the thing. Most people think losing a job is the end of the story. Sometimes, it's just the beginning of a better one.